Meno tātou, please be seated. E honga mano mātua tama wairua tapu me ngā nera pono, tēnei mātua koutou pōnunga, e inoi atu ki a koutou. Tia au tia taha atu araha anō ki rongi i nei toira, i hara mai nei te rā, mo te pōtaitanga. Āwhina tia mana ki tia hapai tia ngā whānau i hara mai nei ki te tautoko ngā toira i mo i a mātua. Nō reira kia haere ai koutou, i rongi te huarahi tika, pono me te rangi Māria. Ko te māngai hei tutuko mai aene ākire nei ai. Koutou katoa, nau mai hara mai. Ka tū ngā mihi ki o tātou tini aitua, engari i te tuatai. Koutou ngā manu hiri tuarangi, no tu i te moana nui a kiwa, nau mai, hara mai, piki mai, kake mai, ki te waipounamu. E mihi tēnei, no ngaitau ki a koutou, no reira hara mai i rongi te karanga a taumutu me Ngāti Rua Hiki Hiki. Hara mai. On behalf of Ngaitahu, it's a pleasure to be here with the University of Canterbury to welcome all of our international visitors. So to you all, in our traditional sayings, we greet you on behalf of our mountains, rivers, and the Canterbury Plains, which we consider to be our ancestors. Welcome. And to the people of Christchurch and the families right throughout New Zealand who have come to support our students, greetings to you all. Piki te ora, piki te kaha, piki te māramatanga.
Manu teria, manu teria, manu erohia, ki te poho e rata, kato rerere, kato mai I te ruhi, e tau e koia. Koia, koia, kato rarariki, ki mai I maui, e hara I te whitu, me te waru e tau e koia. Koia.
Ka tangi te titi, ka tangi te kaka, ka tangi hoki aho, tihei mauri ora. Ro rangatirama, no mai, piki mai, haere mai ki te whare wānanga o Aitaha. No reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, ki ora tātou katoa. I welcome you to the University of Canterbury and invite all present to stand, remove trenchers, and join in singing the Maori and English versions of the first verse of the national anthem, as in your program and as displayed on the screens behind me. seated. It is a pleasure for me to welcome you to this University of Canterbury graduation ceremony in my third year as your elected Chancellor. Your university is in good heart and spirits are rising further. Even as a little over a month ago, we acknowledged that 3 years had passed since the most devastating of the earthquakes which befell us, you could feel in the air not just the usual buzz and excitement of the return of our staff and the arrival of our students at the start of a new academic year, but also a renewed sense of confidence in the future of this great institution. Confidence built on the hard work, dedication and resilience of our university community, which has enabled us to deliver throughout full years of teaching and research, graduating students in record numbers and often with higher than usual results. Confidence reinforced by the now evident signs of progress on all three fronts, which we had early on identified as representing our most immediate and greatest challenges: the fixing of our damaged infrastructure, the rebuilding of student numbers, and returning the university to financial viability as soon as possible. Confidence given an enormous boost by the government's decision announced by the Prime Minister on Ilam campus in October to invest $260 million new money in the University of Canterbury to enable a complete rebuild of our engineering precinct and the development of a completely new regional science and innovation centre, as well as maintaining the government's funding grant for teaching at previously agreed levels for up to 5 years. Taken together, these developments compound our hopes for a better and brighter future for UC and give conviction to the sense that we are regaining control of our own destiny after the most extraordinary period in our university's long history. We have been given the tools and can now get on with the jobs. Beyond calamity and the immediate challenges of recovery, the strategic vision for the university we had set before the earthquakes and reconfirmed in their aftermath. The vision of a world-class learning environment, attracting those with the greatest potential to really make a difference. That vision seems very much on the path to realisation. So much for the future. Some of you graduating today will have started your university careers with UC before the earthquakes. Significant numbers of you, I would imagine the clear majority, are of a cohort which has, in your time here, known nothing but natural disaster and its consequences. The experience of those years and that time makes you very special and will distinguish you for life. You chose to come, to stay with us and tough it out. The university, in response, at times under the most difficult of personal and professional circumstances, redoubled its efforts to honour the commitment it had entered into with you. The outcome is that there will always be an aura about the graduating classes of 2013 and 2014. You and your cohort will go down in the long and distinguished annals of this institution as perhaps the greatest we have ever known for resilience, for courage, for determination, and at the same time, compassion and caring for each other and caring for our wider community. Whatever your individual path to this place, now is the time for celebration and congratulations to our graduands. It is the time to acknowledge your talents, your commitment to the goals you set yourselves and the disciplines you imposed upon yourselves, in many cases, years ago. This is the time to celebrate not only your hard work, but also your resilience, because gaining a university qualification never comes easily. This is an occasion our graduands will remember for the rest of their lives. I hope that from time to time they recall not just today's triumph, but also the setbacks, disappointments, and doubts they encountered and had to overcome to be here, ready to graduate today. Our greatest admiration goes out to those graduands who found ways to manage the challenges of our recent everyday life here in Canterbury and the competing demands of study, family life, and a working career. We especially acknowledge those for whom university once seemed a daunting prospect, something out of reach, an impossible dream. This might have been because of a disability, because they had tried already and failed, because they had not studied in many years, because English was not their first language, or simply because they were the first down all the generations and centuries of their family to have both the desire and the opportunity to go to university. I was one of those, and I know that many of you are too. It is a time as well to acknowledge and thank the two most important groups who have contributed to the success of our graduates: the university faculty, those lecturers, tutors and support staff who gave so freely of their knowledge, time and assistance, and those family members, whānau and friends who supported those graduating today, the ones who offered practical help and encouragement in times of stress and anxiety. They were critical to your eventual success. Let us note as a community and as a nation how much we will benefit from the achievements of our graduates. They have the greatest potential to make a difference. They will contribute knowledge of the latest research and developments in their field. They take with them the ability to think on a higher intellectual plane, and as they depart, they leave with us the electric charge of success, which is so critical to the continual reinvention of the university. Many will become leaders in their professions. All will work in the service of humanity. Many will go beyond our shores. I know that wherever they choose to work and settle, they will use their new skills to contribute to the making of a better world. Wherever they live and work, today's graduates will be University of Canterbury alumni. They will remain family and become part of our worldwide community of scholars, well in excess of 100,000 strong and comprising a global supportive network. We look forward to maintaining contacts with them and welcoming them back home whenever they choose to come. It is time now for me to say the words which, under law, give effect to the highlight of our celebration. As each of our graduands comes forward, let us call to mind their work, their commitment, their tenacity, the determination which have led to this, their special moment. I now convene a ceremony of the University of Canterbury for the conferment of degrees and the receipt of diplomas. In the name of the University of Canterbury, I, Lionel John Wood, Chancellor, now confer degrees in this university upon those who are about to be presented. I call upon the Vice-Chancellor, Dr. Rod Carr, to introduce those who will present the graduands.
call upon the Associate Dean of Postgraduate Research, Professor Bryce Williamson, to present the doctoral graduands.
Sir, I have the honour to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and receipt of certificates. Doctor of Philosophy and Postgraduate Certificate in Tertiary Teaching, Jacqueline Marie Tyther in Psychology. Doctors of Philosophy, Paul Allen Ashwell in Geology. Tom Hugo Brookman in Geology. Tammy Violet Marie Cookson in Chemistry. Jane Louise Ferguson in Chemistry. Carol Margaret Frost in Ecology. Dimitri Daniel Alexander Joseph in Biochemistry. Theodosius Koutikos in Hazard and Disaster Management. Rupashri Ravana in Biotechnology. Janives Rutsika in Chemistry. Jeffrey David Simpson in Astronomy. Youngwook Song in Physics. Nicholas Kim Thompson in Geology.
I now call upon the Dean of the Faculty of Science, Associate Professor Catherine Moran, to present the graduands in her faculty.
Sir, I have the honor to present these graduands for the conferment of degrees and receipt of diplomas and certificates. Masters of Science with Distinction, Sarah Elise Jodash. Christina Jane Louisa Pike. Claudia Siebold. Stephen John Ward. Masters of Science with Merit, Sonali Evanjali Chandratilaka. Karen Ann Renouf. Master of Science with First Class Honors and Postgraduate Diploma in Child and Family Psychology, Maria Paula Casey. Masters of Science with First Class Honors, Michael John Bartlett. Neil Allen Campbell. Mace Ali El Madani. Georgia Blackmore Flood. Jessica Claire Barr Hill. Morgana Catherine Hodliff. Chi Chung Su. Adam Grant Irvine. James Alexander McBride. Megan Helena Nikoloff. Sonia Bernadette Ray. Abigail Mary Roberts. James Michael Sellers. Samuel Grant Dawson Williams. Master of Science with Second Class Honors Division I and Bachelor of Arts with Second Class Honors Division I, Simon Charles Goss. Masters of Science with Second Class Honors Division I, Megan Frances Bissett. Tyler Brooke Clark. Annabelle Julia Coates. Lei Gao. Daniel Thomas Gross. Joanne Christina Headley. Jessie Ruth Kendall. Simon Alistair Litchwork. Adam Daniel Ridden. Radarat Suwangpat. Marlene Villemure. Master of Science with Second Class Honors Division II, Sam Liu. Masters of Science, Margaret Hannah Myring Anderson. Benjamin Alexander Howden. Postgraduate Diploma in Science, Erin Adelaide Gallagher. Postgraduate Diploma in Engineering Geology with distinction, Hannah Joan Lord. Postgraduate Diploma in Engineering Geology with merit, Craig Connolly Scott. Postgraduate Diploma in Engineering Geology, Hugo William Volbrecht. Postgraduate Diplomas in Clinical Psychology and Masters of Science with Distinction, Karis Blythe Cowley. Jamie Katja Kleinbischler. Phoebe Loris Sophia Naismith Thomas. Postgraduate Diploma in Clinical Psychology with Distinction and Master of Science with Merit, Courtney Lisa Lowther. Postgraduate Diploma in Clinical Psychology and Master of Arts, Louise Jenkins. Postgraduate Diploma in Clinical Psychology, Catherine Marion Douglas. Postgraduate Certificate in Antarctic Studies with Merit, Nicola Rosemary MacArthur. Bachelor's of Science with First Class Honors, Thomas Richard Cotton, Senior Scholar. Stuart Ross Alexander. Nicholas David Brunsden. Catherine Ann Darling. Caitlin Eleanor Duncan. Effie Fan. Matthew Allen Galt. Amy Renee Harper. Tegan Grace Harrison. Jared John Klopper. Meredith Elizabeth Sarah Lodge. Joshua Matthew McCulloch. James Haddon Mackay. Michael Robert Oliver. Kelsey Sunanda Rowe. Andrew Robert Ridden Harper. Matthew Kelly Thurkettle. Joshua Richard Van Leer. Sarah Lynette Worthington. Bachelor of Science with Second Class Honors, Division I, Edward James Ashton. Bachelors of Science and Bachelors of Arts, Joshua Daniel Brown. Rachel Jane Carpenter. Emma Patricia Conter. Belinda Rose Davis. Heather Lee Humphrey Taylor. Anna Susan Newburn. Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Commerce, Scott James Ogden. Bachelor of Science and Graduate Diploma in Teaching and Learning, Secondary, Beth Ann Williams. Bachelor of Science and Diploma in German Language, Tracy Marie Hanman. Bachelors of Science, Albert Thomas Toby Adcock. Sarah Page Aldridge. Sarah Elizabeth Allen. Henry John Ashton Martin. Elizabeth Georgia Atchley. Georgina Judith Ocutt. Rodalyn Rosalita Avila. Aishwarya Sarkar Bagchi. Hannah Elizabeth Bain. Kimberly Rose Baker. Kate Rochelle Barrett. Nicholas William Basin. Catherine Juliet Bates. Joseph Graham Baxter. Chelsea Nicole Beaton. Hannah Victoria Berger. Anthony Winter Bracegirdle. Cameron James Bradley. Jason Ryan Brady. Claire Marie Broadhurst. William Reanga Broughton. Andrew Philip Brown. Carrie Paul Brunton. Lance Robert Bucket. Jamie D. Buckland. Courtney Jane Byrne. James Scott Butcher. Christine Laura Butler. Charlotte Emily Cairncross. Catherine Jane Caldwell. Luke Sebastian Carney. Hannah Claire Charon Dixon. Jinchia Chen. Rowan Albert Cochran Cree. Ashley Ellen Cornish. Ewan Douglas Cox. Kane Jonathan Cresswell Miley. Sean Philip Cross. Alexander George Cumming. Abigail Catherine Dale Bates. Adam Reese Davies. Olivia Alice Davies. Harmony May Douglas. Brady Jane Downs. Caitlin Mary Downing. Claire Louise Dring. Samantha Zoe Dudley. Thomas Ian Hugh Dunbar. Samuel Reese Evans. Adam Paul Facer. Amy Joy Ferris. Owen James Flanagan. William Robert Frost. Rosanna Nancy Gamlin Green. James Peter Stanford Gatehouse. Patty Suzanne Gibson. Marianne Kamla Glaister. Oliver Jordan Goudet. Elise Sonia Gore. Laura Alice Ann Grundy. Hannah Louise Mary Guys. Andrew James Hadley. Melanie Rosina Hamza. Emma Hanson. Shelby Ann Hance. Cody Allen Harrington. Sarah Elaine Heyman. Grace Elizabeth Alice Healy. Nicholas Paul Heath. Elise Hemmingson. Anna Mary Henderson. Jordan Francis Herbert. Jack Higgins. Benjamin Jack Holmes. Callum Mark Graham Holmes. Catherine Anna Huggins. Haley Ann Hume Mary. Emma Ann Hunt. Kyun Jin Huang.
Last year, the University of Canterbury Chamber Choir was reformed and named Consortia. Their inaugural concert was held in the Transitional Cathedral. This year, the choir is 35 strong, and as a new initiative, we've also established a vocal consort of 16 singers. Today, some members of Consortia, together with some School of Music staff, will sing 2 pieces for you. Yesterday, by John Lennon and Paul McCartney, arranged by Roger Emerson, and John Wells' arrangement of Now Is the Hour. The soloists in Yesterday are Sophia Good and William Frost.
All my troubles seem so far away.
Bachelors of Science, Hilary Constance Easdale Jacob. Samuel Anton Jarman. Stephen Robert Johnston. Timothy Peter Carey Jones. Alexis Madeline Keeman. Abraham Stephen Kendall. Josiah Ephraim Kendall. Annabelle Rosemary Kerr. Daniel James King. John Atherton King. Holly Jill Leith. James Anthony Richard Lenchis. Angela Rose Lewis. James William Liddell. Simon Gregory Liddy. Ilea Rachel Dorothy Lindsay. Zoe Jade Lindsay. Sarah Rochelle Long. Han Jung Lu. Kevin Michael Luke. Christina Johanna McDonald. Lucas John McDonald. Emma Mary Mackenzie. Isabel Esther McNeil. Charles Christopher Mangos. Sarah Jane Mark. Jamie Elizabeth Marriott. Hannah Margot Martis. Kayla Frances Mataki. Lisa Cherie May. Benjamin Patrick McCauley. Alexander Scott McCall. Alexander John McCaw. Gemma Margaret McDonald. Christopher Paul McGann. Ashton Noel McGill. Brett William McKenzie. Con Augustus McKenzie. Kieran James McNaught. Stephanie Hannah Madeline Sillers McCrae. Catherine Elizabeth Mead Bosma. Nicholas Campbell Melsup. Cameron James Mills. Jake Louis Milne. John Anthony Moore. Helen Rose Morris. David Stafford Mottram. Matthew Gary Molds. Bushra Mustafa Albatish. Anna Gabrielle Needham. Ashley Kathleen Newman. Jessica Amy Newcomb. Tristan Kenneth Forsyth Nickel. Misha Naomi Nicholson. Annalise Nadine O'Callahan. Claire Margaret O'Connor. Patrick William O'Donnell. Victoria Rose O'Leary. Robert James Oram. Fiona Marie Outram. David Kevin Packer. Joshua Noel Pament. Luke Jera Parker. Ryan John Payton. Luke Anthony Pierce. Oliver James Pelham. Thomas Monroe Perwick. Olivia May Pierce. Ravitaj Pichika. Jonathan Elliott Post. Kimberly Mary Rode. Alana Marie Rickerby. Jessica Lee Reardon. Ruman Thomas Schnepf. Haley Nicole Georgia Schock. Jennifer Christina Shorey. Amber Nicole Shadbolt. Christina Joy Schuen. Nick Norman Singh. Jordan Alyssa Smith. Julian Gilbert State. Anya Renee Stumpfli. Megan Rebecca Stark. Charlotte Rose Steele. Callum Luke Stratton. Ryan Bradley Sumner. Yu Sun. Alicia Jane Simon. Benjamin Luke Tasker. Daniel Jacob Taylor. David Hugh Molesworth Thomas. Chanel Lisa Toms. Panit Tor. James Scott Townsend. Janelle Angela Trask. Kevin Michael Truesdale. Christina Sandra Tse. Bradley David Twist. Kelly Edmund Toohill. Nick Van Vormerdam. Thomas Harrison Van Vorkum. Joanna Catherine Badley Verhook. Lisa Robin Vickers. Alice Margaret Wackwitz. Gemma Haley Wadworth. Anna Gabrielle Walker. Timothy John Roger Ward. Hamish Timothy Wells. Benjamin Smith Wilkins. Joanne Lee Wilcox. Georgina Pearl Wilmer. Thomas Neil Bellerby Wilson. Nicole Juliet Winkleman. Vanessa Wanshi Wong. Rebecca Sophie Woolman. Kirsten Jean Yee. Lauren Rose Ewell. Masuma Zawari. Graduate Diploma in Science with Distinction. Megan Gina Livingston. Graduate Diploma in Science. Neil Trevor Hucker. Bachelor of Speech and Language Pathology with First Class Honors. Michelle Nicole Roberts, Senior Scholar. Danielle Elizabeth Nora Waterhouse, Senior Scholar. Catherine Margaret Allen. Sarah Frances Anderson. Hannah Lee Blood. Rebecca Christie Durans. Jillian Lee Hoffman. Jessica Ellen Hunter Wilson. Emma Marie Irvine. Eleanor Amy Jackson. Bryony Dawn Jones. Rose Emily McCosker. Kate Rosie Ombler. Grace Josephine Sheet. Rebecca Ruth Tinney. Angela Mary Whiteman. Rachel Helen Zahner. Bachelors of Speech and Language Pathology with Second Class Honors, Division 1. Lauren Kate Ching. Michaela Rose Clapson. Kirsten Joy Drayton. Amy Marie Eastwood. Rosalia Nancy Forn. Kate Amanda McClay. Leanne Robin Medcalf. Karma Justin Ray. Patricia Ann Reed. Bachelor's of Speech and Language Pathology with second class honors, Division II, Robin Mary Curry. Haley Francine Keir. Shannon Adair McIntosh. Briar Robin Prestige.
It is now my pleasure to introduce our speaker for this graduation ceremony. Sarah Platt is presently the president of the UCSA, the University of Canterbury Students Association. Sarah was elected to that role last year, and last year she was a general executive member of UCSA. Sarah, like many of you, started her studies at the University of Canterbury in 2011. And like you, she stayed the course. It is my pleasure to introduce Sarah Platt.
Chancellor, members of University Council, Vice-Chancellor, Registrar, faculty staff, proud parents, family, friends, and of course, most importantly, graduates. Good morning all, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2014. Today is your day, a day for well-deserved celebration. It is the most incredible honour to give this morning's address, so of course I took the task very seriously. When I received the call a couple of months ago about speaking, I decided to prepare with the same intensity and work ethic that, like many of you, I have applied to my time at university. So late last night I began to write my speech. I started by drinking 2 cans of Red Bull, sitting on Facebook for several hours, and making 4 separate trips to check the fridge, each visit ending in only disappointment and that gut-wrenching feeling you get when you know no one in the flat has done the flat shop that week. Thankfully, my disappointment turned to a state of euphoria when I found one last pack of meagerine noodles in the back of the pantry. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how that is one of life's true joys. Now, I was given 3 key words by the Chancellor to shape my speech this morning: congratulate, motivate, inspire. Of these 3 words, one of them is substantially easier to achieve than the other 2. Anyone can congratulate someone. A simple, well done, good job, woohoo for you, usually does the trick. But to motivate, to truly motivate, to inspire, now that's a different story. Especially seeing as a mere 48 hours ago, I was sitting exactly where you are, having just graduated myself. And in the 48 hours that have followed my big moment, I haven't exactly gone out and taken the world by storm, or in fact done anything particularly inspirational that would be worth putting in a speech. If only to make matters worse, I'm just 21, so I certainly can't impart years of wisdom, knowledge, or life experience. And at this point, I thought I'd add salt to the wound by breaking it to you that the students attending the other 3 graduating ceremonies are being addressed by honorary doctorates, of which I can assure you I'm not one. By now, you're probably starting to wonder why they even asked me to give today's address. And if I'm honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. So with this in mind, I hope you will allow me the liberty to take a slightly different approach. And by allow me, You don't actually have a huge amount of choice, seeming as I'm here now and you're here now, and unless you have an aisle seat down the back, it's unlikely you can leave. So hopefully, at the very least, you can bear with me. Today, I don't want to talk at you about me and my life, because frankly, I'm not too sure that would be of interest to you. I'm just one of you. In fact, many of you sitting here today are probably smarter, funnier, have a better singing voice, though if you ask anyone that's heard me sing, that's not particularly difficult. And at the very least, you are probably all taller than me, though again, not particularly difficult. No, today I want to talk to you about fears and dreams. Right, so where to start? Naturally, one turns to Instagram for inspiration, the perfect place for hours of mindless trolling and unlimited supplies of airy-fairy pictures of clouds and daisy chains and slightly out-of-focus trees in the distance, all with quotes superimposed over the top. I found a few absolutely shocking ones. Overthinking is what kills you, superimposed over an idyllic mountain range in the distance. If you don't step forward, you're always in the same place, superimposed over a hydrangea bush. And life was so different this time last year, superimposed over an image of the Golden Gate Bridge. Clearly, these weren't quite what I was hoping for, so I'm going to endeavour to go it alone. Fear. I want to talk to you about two types of fear: the fear of the unknown and the fear of failure. Many of you here today began studying in 2010, or like me, 2011. That year, the second day of lectures fell on February the 22nd, and our university year came to an abrupt halt for several weeks. But here today marks our decision to commit to Christchurch, to commit to UC, and to stand in the face of the fear of the unknown and not back down. As graduates of 2014, we have something that no other cohort of graduates has. We embody what it means to be resilient. We embody what it means to have courage. And we embody what it means to embrace a community and put others before ourselves. Our actions over the last 3 years have allowed the world to peek into a future and see what a society built on this resilience, courage, and perhaps above all, innovation can look like. And we should be excited for that future. For those of you staying in Christchurch, we have an opportunity, a very rare opportunity, to shape this city, to truly stand up and be counted, to make this city one of the greatest cities in the world. For those of you leaving Christchurch, take that resilience, courage, and innovation and pour it wholeheartedly into everything that you do. We are the future. We are the future of Christchurch, of New Zealand, of the world, and that responsibility should not be taken lightly. At some point over the last 3 or 4 years, having looked the fear of the unknown in the face and brushed it aside, you made the decision to complete your degree and complete it at UC. Subsequently, during your time studying here, the fear of failure in one way or another will have come over the majority of us. We are often told not to fear failure, not to let that fear keep us from playing the game. And while I don't need to hammer that home, as you are all manifestations of that, sitting here today shows that you are already winning at the only game that really counts, the game of life. I do want to remind you that yes, we shouldn't fear failure, but the reality is, whether we fear it or not, at some point in our lives, failure will come our way. It is how we respond to that failure that will define us. We have to decide for ourselves what constitutes failure, what failure means to us. What I see as failure may be very different to what you see as failure. So I encourage you to define for yourself what failure is and then hold yourself to that standard. But don't be afraid if at times you fall below it. Don't be afraid to fail small and fail often. Now is the time to make mistakes, to fail, and to build yourself up. Most importantly, don't fear the idea of making these mistakes or failing along your path to dreams and your future successes. We all have dreams, aspirations. We are inspired by these dreams. These dreams motivate us to be better people, to work harder, to change the world. But it is important to remember beyond all that our dreams can change. The path you thought you'd take at 11 or 12 is probably very different from the one you ended up taking to get here. And the path you're on at 21 or 22 may not be the same path that you're on at 31 or 32. Take the detours and the side roads in your stride, because sitting here today may not be where you thought you'd be 3 years ago. If our dreams couldn't change, grow, develop, we'd all be stuck with our first dreams. We'd have a world full of princesses, Rachels from Friends, race car drivers, Gokus, Captain Planets. While we need to grow and develop alongside our dreams, no matter what path it is that our dream may take us down, we need to remember that though we all have greatness inside of us, we are not destined for greatness unless we follow the dreams that make us strive with 100% of everything we have, 100% of everything we are to reach that dream. Because striving for 99.9% of greatness isn't good enough. If it were good enough, if we could settle for 99.9%, 107 incorrect medical procedures would be performed each day, and 315 entries in the dictionary would be misspelt. If 99.9% were good enough, not only would 12 babies be given to the wrong parent every single day, but 15,000 would be dropped after delivery every year. So when it comes to your dreams, don't settle for anything less than giving them your all, because if you do, all you will be doing is shortchanging yourself. Take hold of these dreams, because you can make them a reality. Sitting where you are sitting today, having just walked across stage to receive a piece of paper that represents your hard work, commitment, and tenacity is a testimony to that. And as you journey along your path to making your dreams a reality, be open. You can't do it alone. As you navigate through the rest of your lives, surround yourselves with people that challenge and inspire you, and in turn, that you challenge and inspire. Your life will be better for it. This leads me to my final thought. No one here today made it here on their own. We're all here because someone or something gave us support and strength through the good, but especially through the bad. For many, those people are here today, again supporting you. They are proud of your achievements that many of them may never have had the opportunity to attain. To show them your appreciation and that you recognize their strength has helped to pave the way to your success, I ask you to now applaud them. Sitting here today, I'm sure at times you will have zoned in and out of my speech, and in a few days or a week, my words will most probably have faded from your memory. And I'm probably being a little bit ambitious with that week timely, especially for those of you who are going to grad ball tonight. Either way, I hope that above all, you leave with a feeling that today personifies the fact you are more resilient and more courageous than perhaps you had once thought. And while I don't have years and years of life experience on my side to support my theory, I do believe that fear in one form or another is inevitable. As Dumbledore once said, it is not our abilities that show what we truly are, but our choices. So choose to embrace fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of failure, and choose to not just go forward from that fear, but grow forward from that fear. Because often from that fear, our dreams are born. But remember, your dreams represent a vision that none of us can see until you show them to us. So look to your future. It is brighter and more beautiful than it is today. So show the world your dreams and then make them a reality. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us, Sarah, thank you very much indeed for a very, very inspiring address. Well done and congratulations. As we draw to an end the formal proceedings, there are a few things I would like to do. One, on my behalf as Vice-Chancellor and Chief Executive, and on your behalf, I would like to acknowledge the staff of the university and their extraordinary effort, particularly over the last 3 years, to provide the learning environment and support that has enabled you to become graduates today. Their effort has been truly extraordinary. Thank you to all of them. We're about to stand and sing Gaude Amus. The words of Gaude Amus are printed in your program, and I would ask that when we've finished singing, you remain standing while the stage party leads the graduates from the hall. Please stand.